Welcome to Lesson 25B, using jQuery for Ajax in MVC. In Lesson 23, you learned about using JavaScript to perform client-side programming. In that lesson, you were introduced to the jQuery script library. In Lesson 24B, you learned how to use the Ajax helpers provided by the ASP.NET MVC framework. In this lesson, I teach you how to use the Ajax tools provided by jQuery. These are the Ajax methods that jQuery provides. $.ajax method performs an Ajax request. All of the other methods in this list are shortcuts that actually use this method. The $.get method loads HTML using an HTTP GET request. The $.getJSON method loads JSON encoded data using an HTTP GET request. The $.getScript method loads a JavaScript file using an HTTP GET request and executes it. The .load method loads HTML into the specified element, and the $.post method loads HTML using an HTTP POST request. The simplest way to fetch data asynchronously from the server is to use the .load method. The .load method can be used to replace the update panel server control that was introduced in Lesson 24A. These are the global Ajax event handlers that jQuery provides: Ajax complete, Ajax error, Ajax send, Ajax start, Ajax stop, and Ajax success. In this lesson, you use jQuery to create the same page that you created in Lesson 24B. The lesson requirement for this lesson is the please wait.gif file, and the hint is add a reference to the jQuery library by dragging it from the scripts folder directly onto the form. To get started with this lesson, select New Project, ASP.NET MVC2 Web Application, and enter Lesson 25B for the name of the application. Finally, click the OK button. Right-click the Content folder and select New Folder to add a new folder named Images. Right-click the Images folder and navigate to the Please Wait.gif file. Select it and click the Add button. Right-click the Models folder and select Class, and create a time.cs class. Enter one property, which is the current time, which is a date time, and then add a timestamps class, which is a list of time objects. And then select Build Lesson 25B from the Build menu to build the application. Now right-click the Views folder, select New Folder to add a new folder named Time. Right-click the Time folder and add a new view. Name it Index. Check the Create a Strongly Typed view and select the models.timestamps data class, and then hit the Add button. Delete the markup off this page and drag the jQuery-1.4.1.js library from the scripts folder right onto the page. Add some markup to the page to add a button, a div for the timestamps, and a div for the please wait. Add the JavaScript. The first thing we need to do is set the cache to false. Add a function on the load, and then we're going to hide and show the wait. Add another view for the timestamps themselves. It's going to be a partial view, so make sure you click that. and then click the Add button. Add some markup to the timestamps.ascx file. Basically, you're going to loop through each of the timestamps and display it. Add a controller, time controller. Instantiate a timestamps object at the top of it. And then update the index action method. Use the session object to store the timestamps and then return the timestamps to the view. And then add a timestamps action method that's going to return a partial view. First thing we're going to do is sleep for a little bit. Set the timestamps equal to the session value of timestamps, add another timestamp, and then return the partial view to the timestamps. Finally, we need to update the site.master file to add a time tab. So we're going to add a tab that calls the index action method of the time controller and click the F5 button. Now go ahead and click the Time tab and hit Add Timestamp. There's our Please Wait animation, and there's our first timestamp, another Please Wait animation, and we can go ahead and click this 6 times.